Right, hello my beloved students. Here I will show you how to simplify this expression using long division. Again, this lesson is very important for your future, at least in mathematical field. And don't worry, it's very easy. So first, let's do this. If you want to simplify this one, first you have to set this one up. So here, x minus 5, and here x squared plus 3x minus 40. So if you want to divide these numbers, you have to match up this one. So something times x should give you x squared, okay? And it's very obvious to me, if you want to get x squared, I think you must multiply by x, because x times x is x squared. And we're not done yet because we still have negative 5 here, and you have to multiply negative 5 with the x again. So negative 5 times x is negative 5x. Okay? And here's the trickiest part. You have to subtract this entire number, and if you subtract it, obviously the sign will be changed. So here, this will become positive. Because of this negative, entire sign is going to be changed. X squared minus x squared will disappear. 3x plus 5x is positive 8x. And here we don't have any number, so we are going to just bring it down, negative 40. And here's the next step. Now you have to match this 8x and this x. And to me, if you want to match x with this 8x, you have to multiply by positive 8. So I'm going to write positive 8 here on the top. So let's do this. 8 times x is going to be 8x. And 8 times this negative 5 is going to be negative 40. And here again, if you subtract it, you have to switch sign and everything here. So we have positive here. This positive 8x is going to be negative x. Let's do this. 8x minus 8x, this will disappear. And negative 40 plus 40 will disappear. So it's going to be 0. So if you divide x squared plus 3x minus 40 by x minus 5, you will get quotient of x plus 8. And that is going to be your solution. It's easy like this. And we have one more question here. This one, let's do this here. This time I will go over much faster here. We have x minus 1 divided by x squared minus 13x plus 12. And again, if you get lost or if I'm going too fast, pause the video and try to understand. That's the beauty of YouTube, right? So here, if you want to match up with x squared with this x, you have to multiply by x here, which means x times x is going to be x squared. X times negative 1 is going to be negative x. And here, if you subtract it, your sign is going to be changed here. X squared minus x will disappear. So this will disappear. Negative 13x plus 8x is going to be negative 12x. And this 12, we got nothing to do, so we will just bring it down. Next, we are going to match up with this negative 12x and this x here. So let's do this. To me, if you want to get negative 12x and x, if you want to match up, you have to multiply by negative 12 here. So it's like that easy. Negative 12 times x is negative 12x. Negative 12 times here, negative 1 is equal to positive 12. Phew, number is beautiful like this, because if you subtract it, this will become positive, and this one will become, oops, negative 12 because the sign changes. So let's do this one. Negative 12x plus 12x, this will disappear. Positive 12 minus 12 will become 0. So we have no remainder here. So if you divide this one, you will have quotient of x minus 12. And this is going to be your solution for this check for understanding. But what about the long division with remainder? This is a bit tricky, right? And again, here we have a question here. Do you see here negative 1 on the top as an exponent? This one, it means exactly same with this that I highlighted here. So you don't have to worry anything about here. Just only thing that you have to be careful is this 2 and negative x. You might want to switch this one as negative x plus 2 because it's gonna be same thing here. Just you want to have x at the beginning. So let's try this one. If you want to simplify this, you have to set this one up, negative x plus 2, and you have to divide it by, oops, we don't have a space here. Let's use space wisely. X cubed plus 2x squared plus 4x minus 9. Yeah, I failed to use my space wisely, so I'm gonna erase this. But you guys get this, right? Yeah, this is Mr. Kim. I always make a mistake. That's the beauty of life, isn't it? Yeah, talking too much. Now, let's try to simplify. Let's set this one up. Here, we have negative x. This is tricky part, I guess. And you want to have x cubed. So if you want to have x cubed, obviously you know you have to multiply by x squared. But again, this is negative x. So you also want to multiply by negative. Because negative x times negative x squared is going to be positive x cubed. Also, positive 2 times negative x squared is going to be negative 2x squared. Are you guys with me? I hope so. So let's do this. If you subtract it, as you know, we have to switch the sign here. This one is already positive, so I will leave it here. It's gonna become positive here. X cubed minus x cubed, this will disappear. And I think many people will make a mistake here. 2x squared plus 2x squared, this will become 4x squared. And here, let's bring it down, plus 4x and minus 9. Now, I have to erase this. Oof. Here, never mind. Next, how can I get rid of this one? 4x squared. What should I multiply with this? If you want to get 4x squared, obviously this one is negative, this one is positive, so you have to multiply by negative 4x. Because negative 4x times negative x will become positive 4x squared. And negative 4x, this one, times positive 2 will become negative 8x. But what's the problem here? If we subtract this, again, if you subtract it, the sign is going to be changed here. This is going to be negative. So negative 4x squared, this one disappears. 4x plus 8x, this will become 12x. Again, we bring it down here. It's easy like this. Is it really easy? I think I used too difficult question here. But it's okay. That's what life is. Here's the last step. We still have one more x here, and we have negative x. So what should we multiply? to me, it should be minus 12, right? Why do we have this? Negative 12 times negative x, this is gonna be, let's see, negative 12 times negative x is gonna be positive 12x. And again, negative 12 times positive 2. If you're good at mental math, that's gonna be negative, what, 24. And if you subtract it, again, this sign is gonna be changed like this. This will disappear. Negative 9 plus 24 is, what's that? 15, right? Yep. So the thing is, we do not have any x here, and we have x here, so we cannot divide further, which means this is gonna be our remainder. So how do you write solution? If you divide this number from here, you will have quotient of this, which is negative x squared minus 4x minus 12 with remainder of 15. But how do you write it? We have to write plus. Do you see this 15? And do you see this number that we divide? You are going to put 15 on the top. And then this negative x plus 2 on the bottom. This is gonna be your solution. Ooh, it looks a bit tedious, but again, don't worry. This is very easy question. I will try to make more video of this one to help you. Okay, see ya.